Let's go, America. Y'all know what it is. This is the hit podcast, Street Savvy. I'm your host, Jay Works. We got a great one for you today, folks. And it's all about business. It's all about merch. It's all about you. It's all about what you produce to the world and the country. Do you support yourself or you still support others? Yes, indeed. We want to know. We want to hear from you. Do you support yourself? Do you support your brand? What is it, America? What are you doing for yourself? Yes, great show tonight. Great topic. Let's chime in on it. Let's get in here, America. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Folks, I have a lot of great things to say today. We got some news. We're gonna talk about what's trending. Hey. Yes. I'm the host, Jay Works of Street Savvy, the podcast that you are now listening to. And the tunes in the background are on the copyrights or the lyrics. Usher does in the R&B 90s and 2000s music, which is on YouTube TV. I don't like drinking anything on live or on any one of these telecasts unless they sponsor them. So what do you guys hear me? Here is ripping off the label of this beverage because I don't want. Yes. How are your weekend going, folks? Hope you folks staying bundled up. That weather out there is bad. It's bad. It's going to get worse before it gets better. How's your sports weekend freaking out for you? Are your teams up to date on winning? You know, are you up to date on all the tea for the weekend? You know? The Cat Williams saga, I guess, is still haunting people. The man went over 50 million viewers hit on that on the Shay Shay podcast. Shannon Sharp. Hey, more power to your brother doing a great thing over there, Shannon. We appreciate you, what you're doing and giving people platform. You done gave Cat Williams a jolt because his career was always a star up. But having him doing that on your podcast, we don't know if it's good tea or bad tea that Kevin Hart was speaking on. I mean, what can you say, Kevin Hart? Was Kevin Hart talking about me? Let's hope not. If you do, I want you on the show, Kev. Yeah. But Cat Williams is definitely exploding and his stuff spilling out. I was scrolling through YouTube today and I seen another famous superstar comedian, no other than David Chappelle. He was doing a live show and he was saying how, you know, Cat Williams done open up a can of worms. You know, how Cat Williams going against Illuminati, he's against it too. And how Cat Williams, it's giving people the urgency to speak up, allegedly or not. And another comedian was in the crowd and got up there and tried to chastise the superstar comedian. I'm gonna get his name shortly, but he was saying he was putting some taxes on what Kev was saying, some receipts. He was telling David Chappelle, "Hey, remember you put out a mixtape, a DVD?" And David Chappelle said, "Not me." And the guy was trying to make it factual. So this Cat Williams, excuse me, folks, Kevin's in my mind. This Cat Williams interview from Shay Shay is really stirring up the tea in the pot around the country. Grown men and women are having to speak up dearly and factually quick. Excuse me, I got to do some facial improvement. Give me some shyness from my face, please. So yeah, but let's get into it, folks. We're gonna do the weather today. The weather It looks like it's 14 degrees. No precipitation. We might, yes, it is. It's like might be snowing all night. Bundle up, folks. 14, 15 to 14 degrees. 15 in the afternoon and 14 at night, and it might be below zero before you wake up, folks. That's the weather. And tomorrow, almost the same thing. 22 by 12 a.m. and 15 by 12 p.m. at night, 12 a.m. So the weather's going to be real dim all weekend, real cold. Please stay warm. Joe Biden is trending in the news today again. People are out there saying, hey, Sleepy Joe has no recollection of what's going on with the country. He's less than Obama was. He's not even a puppet. He's saying things. He's reaching for things that's not even there. This man, allegedly, he's an elderly man. I'm gonna leave it right there. Sleepy Joe's elderly man. It's people quoting him on the 1987 crime bill. He's saying he's been an activist at one point in the 80s, in the 70s, and now he's saying he was an activist. What is it, Joe? What is it? You know, Joe, you just you making moves, Joe, and it's the wrong moves, folks. Wrong moves. Sleepy Joe. In other news, they got immigrants. A New York State local assemblywoman, I'm not going to say her name, captured on film 6 a.m. in the morning of some immigrants, cars getting towed, 5 cars, an SUV, and some sedans getting towed from a huge tent that immigrants are staying in, but they got vehicles with no plates on them. Yeah, vehicles with no plates. 5 vehicles, something that me and you might not even have. Some of us might be still commuting to work or home. These immigrants getting their vehicles towed. So, folks, what now are these cities are starting to see? Since America, yes, was against Donald Trump, yes, building a wall. Now, since 2018, immigrants are here. We don't know what they're doing, but they're catching charges allegedly. They beating up people. They reaching for other immigrants to come over. Hey, it's a gold mine here in America. But again, Donald J. Trump had it right, folks. You got to give him his props. You can call him whatever you want. Hey, honey, how you doing? Yes, my wife says, please send me some stars, folks. I appreciate you. This woman supports me when she could. Yes, but Donald J. Trump said it. You know, was built them walls up, and we was like, no, that's not right. That's not fair. That's being racist. But I'm gonna tell you, folks, he was about right, because there's a lot of immigrants from a lot of different areas are coming from all over the world, are flooding our borders, definitely our southern borders, and we are right now stuck. And now we got New York State, where I'm living at, are trying to kick these folks out quickly, send them back where they came from. A lot of the state leaders, especially the mayor of New York, is begged on getting them out and as soon as possible. Yep. And other news, I pointed it out. I did a story last week, folks, on human trafficking. And I want to get right back on it. This, as well as I'm on this podcast today and tomorrow. Folks, for every 7 to 10 people that's kidnapped, they're young women from 19 to 11. And in America, the past year, it's been 100,000 people kidnapped, abducted in a whole year. Since 2021, prior to these numbers, for every 7 to 10 victims that's been kidnapped, they've been human trafficked. Men, boys, and girls. And for the Black American and Black brown and the brown community, folks, they've been one of the ones that's targeted the most. So I know me, I'm Black, right? And I'm American. And I'm one of them folks Play by that wish rule. I wish a motherfucker would run up on one of mines while my eyes is open. The wish creed. And I know a lot of black folk say the same thing, but folks, they're targeting our people. Well, let me tell you how we can help prevent that. First of all, stop sending your child out there in the bus stop at 6:20 p.m., 6 a.m. p.m., 6 a.m. in the morning by themselves. It gets dark in between 4:45, 5 o'clock. Make sure somebody's out there getting them off the bus. If you're a college student and you're on these campuses, make sure you walk with 3 or 4 more people. Make sure you take off these earphones. I don't care if you got one in. And wear your hoodie half mask. Get a Scully. Because I'm going to tell you, folks, it's things that we can prevent. Carry mace. Carry a nice sharp pocket knife. Yes. For you women, men and women who gets out there early in the morning warming up your car. They say these people are pulling up in vans and vehicles. And number one thing I want you guys to look out for, and look at the words that are coming out my mouth. Just look at the words. If a vehicle come around you more than once in the morning, at night, and noon, call somebody. Go to the house. Write that plate down. Let somebody know what's going on. Because these people are not playing. You cost a lot of money to someone somewhere. And listen, let me throw this out the window right now. All our lives matter. Black and brown, purple, green, or white, all our lives matter. And when it comes to human trafficking, these people is at an alarming rate taking our folks, taking our children, especially our young men and women, especially our young girls. We need to get out here and support ourselves by taking the means and the drastic measures, taking drastic measures to keep ourselves safe. And I'm telling you from here, God is my witness. Folks, if you don't, you will see happen to your people. And I know black people, we under hope and wish and creed, but they're coming for us too. Your daughter out there, you send your daughter to that bus stop in the morning at 5:45 a.m., 6 a.m., she liable to get abducted. I'm not talking about standing in the doorway with your nightgown on. I'm talking about standing in the doorway with your daughter, with your boots and your hat ready to get her to that bus. Because these folks are taking our siblings, our loved ones, our friends and family and our neighbors, and we study being blind to the fact. So I just gave you some measures. The numbers are astonishing. I'm going to run over them again. Since 2021, from men and boys, 7 out of 10, they're abducting them. They're taking them. They sex trafficking them. Young girls from 11 to 19 at an alarming rate, 15 to 50,000 children are getting abducted and taken for sex trafficking. You hear those alarming numbers, folks? Those numbers are so alarming, it's unbelievable. So protect yours by any means necessary. If you got to go to the door with that neighborhood bat with that tape on it, if you got to get that kitchen steak knife that you love cutting your meat with, and you talk that trash, you're going to gut somebody with it, stand by the door with your child or your loved one while they get on that bus. Go at the bus stop with them. Because I'm telling you, folks, these people troll the internet. They troll neighborhoods. They watch out what car is being warmed up, what car is getting warmed up, who's sitting in the car. These people are just like us. They're human beings. They think twice or think better, or they got some other bull crap on, or they monitor you. But you run up on the right mother. You can worry about abducting nobody. Somebody gonna duck you. Because none of us warranted this. But as people out there see you for ching ching, bling bling, for some money, some mucho dinero, some dollars, blue faces, they will kidnap and take you. So folks, be careful. And I'm really serious. It's a really personal note to me because I think us in the black and brown community, we are not known to it. We are not numb to it. We don't pay attention. And as well as black on black crime. Alarming rates again. For every person that's killed in America, 65% is black and brown. 85% said it's black on black crime. That's an astonishing number. Black folk, let me stand you up. Let me stand you. Let me not even hold you. We're killing each other for what? For what? Because somebody want to trip? Because you look better than me, I look better than you? Or your neighborhood looks better than mine? Or your neighborhood ain't dirty than mine? Or whatever the case may be. Or your girl like my girl? Or my jewelry is a little more shiny than yours? Let me tell you something. We don't make none of this bull that we fighting over. Not the block is federal. So that means you're going to jail for fakes. Cocaine or weed, we don't manufacture that. So you're going to jail for something you don't manufacture. Right? You kill somebody you don't manufacture. And this music, this drill music, this music is justifying and glorifying drugs and murder. That ain't even the dudes who's doing it. Because after they get the first check, they out of their neighborhood. They out of the Tennessees. They out of the Memphis. They out of the New Yorks. They out of the Chicagos. They out of California. They out of the Atlantas. They move from them neighborhoods. From the Alabamas, them Baton Rouges. They move. They get out. Folks, black on black crime is at its worst, and it's our black behinds doing it. I look at this stuff on social media. You're telling on yourself with the music for one. Yeah, black on black. You're telling on yourself with the music. You're rappers. You're so-called whatever. You're gang, however you want to call it. And then you go testify. Then you bring somebody else down who's black. You're not just killing your mother, your father, your grandfather, your niece, your nephew, my daughter, someone else's daughter or son. You kill the whole family. I police my city, upstate New York, more than the cops do. When I work security, in the state, I'm neighborhood uncle. I'm everybody's uncle in the city and state I live in. And then I'm in Albany for parole justice, monthly at a time. Going at it with the legislators and the lawmakers for bills like Clean Slate. Clean Slate is a bill for you black and brown people who hurting each other to not get slayed in the jails, or if you do a time and you pay the crime, you get railroaded. Clean Slate is a bill here in New York State, folks, that I help get there and sponsor and get passed through legislature and the Senate. For when you black and brown folks, men and women come home, your record gets sealed unless it's a heinous crime, rape, murder, and this and that. They get it sealed and can get a great job and come home and be right again and adapt to society. That's what good people like me do. Regardless of what the world is saying about the black community, which is one of the ignorance, profound race in the world, and it's one of the greatest. Black folk, if you took 1 minute and looked around at a man who's doing the same thing you're doing, and you put your mind together with him, you will win. You will build a stable community, a generation of archives. Generational wealth in the black community is not even talked about. If you ask that average family what generational wealth means in a black community, they're like, well, my family ain't never did enough for me. That's the first thing they say. But in the same token, when a black athlete makes it, men or women, what they say, folks? Hold that thought. What do a black American, when they make it in a sports or a great job, says? You know what they say? I'm gonna buy my mama a house. I'm gonna buy my dad a house. Why are our children saying that? Because as adults, we didn't pave the way for us to already have a house to be bought. And somebody said, well, we couldn't. They did this. No. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. You just didn't put your mind to do it. You better pay rent instead of mortgage. Folks, black folk, we have to wake up. We are killing each other over bull. Look at what's happened in Memphis. Gang banging is one of the, listen, Memphis has 38% black and brown folks in it. That's a lot of black people, you guys. And it's gang banged up. No matter what you hear it say, we see it on the internet. Yo Gotti brother, Big Jill killed coming from a funeral. And who knows what that was for? Young Dolph, another star, 2 years ago, he gets murdered in the same neighborhood he grew up in, going to get some cookies in the morning. You go figure, black folk. And none of us are speaking about those situations. Yeah, the media is saying what they want to say. But what if it was a white man who did either one of those brothers wrong like that? We'd be outraged. We'd be marching. But black on black crime, we are not saying anything about because we ignorant. We'd rather kill than fight for justice for either one of our peoples we kill. And it's the truth. I seen it as a child in my neighborhoods in Boston, seen it as a middle-aged man growing up and coming back home in New York. Black on black crime is the most ridiculous thing in my life. I hate it. And I don't know about you folks, but them other folks are laughing and they doing this. Allegedly. We quick to say the N-word, but when somebody else calls, some other color folk call us the N-word, we want to take the head off. Go figure. Black folk, it's the most serious thing in the world happening to us right now. World War III, they saying allegedly, is upon us. But every person who wants to war with America is watching the black Americans. Is watching it closely because they see blacks are standing on business and killing themselves. So you know what those folks are saying? If these black folks come together and get the right folks elected, they're going to be too powerful. We don't want no dealings with them because they're already killing their own. They're already their own terrorists. So that's what they'll do to us. Yeah, that's what those powers would be of thinking and saying allegedly. Folks, I see it every day in each and every community we live in. Black on black crime is the worst. I hate it. Because you want to trip. Because you want to drink something, you want to sip something, you want to smoke something, or you want to take a pill. You beefing over something that was never yours or his or hers. And it's kind of dawned on me, a lot of these artists in the rap community are getting murdered. Definitely by their own people, getting robbed. Definitely by their own people. You know why? A lot more is jealousy. No matter what they talk and say, it's jealousy. It's envy. It's greed. It's ignorancy at its finest. None of us is talking about that. And if it is, it's a whisper. If it is, I haven't heard it. Allegedly, I haven't heard it. Folks, it's too much in the world going on. It's too much in the United States of America. So-called, allegedly, the home of the free, the land of the brave, and the home of the slaves. Going on. And the home of who? Y'all know who? The migrants. Black folk, you were blinding yourself. Now, years ago, they would say the white man this, the white man that, the white man stopped me from getting a job, the white man's doing this, the white man's holding us back. I got 3 degrees and the white girl only got 1 and she got a better job. Yeah, that's about right. But guess what today? Today, guess what, America? Black America, all that hoopla, we don't caught up to ourselves. It's more black leaders right now than anything. And what we're doing is, because they being Uncle Tom, we voting for them. We vote for them because of the color of their skin. Stop all that bull. Start voting for legislators, lawmakers who make sense to your home and your community and your welfare. And your generational wealth. For your kids' kids. Black folk, it's too much of us being ignorant towards another black or brown man or woman. It's too much. When you got white people who've been supporting blacks all their life looking like, man, how can I support them? And they're killing each other. And it's kind of crazy. We're the only race that don't count our friends. Our white friends, our Spanish friends, our whatever you want to call it. Because we got it in our heart. We love so much. We kill so much. Don't even make sense. We love our friends of ethnic and different backgrounds, of different race, more than we love our own race. Yeah. The number shows it. Black folk, you gotta get it together. You gotta get it together. You gotta get it together, black folk. What more do you want? The migrants are in the biggest 2 delicate states. And it's the government letting it happen. Illinois and New York State got the biggest black delegates. The migrants are there eating good, getting $9,000 a month over there in Chicago and Illinois. New York giving up probably $900 plus benefits, health care, on-job trainings, just for a vote. Because in a minute, if you don't come together, black folks, the black vote is going to be exempt any damn way. You're killing each other off. The migrants are sliding in. They're going to take over for the bums you don't vote for. They're going to vote for. Step up, black people. I'm going to tell you a secret. And this I know is the truth. This is pure fact. My name is Jay Works. I'm an entrepreneur. From films, the Mother Earth documentary, Footsteps, a gay lesbian story, from a lot of different projects, from clothing lines, PD Code Clothing Apparel and Sportswear, the Leo brand, which is on the umbrella of the PD Code, and now this powerful podcast, Street Savvy, and the other show, in the 1 Minute with Jay Works. Right? I'm going to tell you who supports that. You, the one who's on this viewing. You. But out in Facebook, on my page, In our IG, I got 5,000 friends or more. So that's 20,000, maybe 20,000. But I got over 6 to 7 million people know me personally. Right? Not even 1% of that supports me on any endeavors but you guys. But I bet none of you guys can say you got a t-shirt or a pair of socks that says PD code on that Jay Works designed. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You don't. Because you would tell me in my face you would support and you want to buy, but you don't. But you go and buy Michael Jordan and Nike and Adidas, who you never met, who you don't even know. And some of you folks know me personally, and the majority of you are family to me in my heart. And don't got a piece of my clothing, my apparel, or my films in your house. That just shows you how black on black crime is very serious in my neighborhood. Ignorancy as well. To support me costs nothing. What you spend out with all the other brands you've been doing all your life. And you don't know none of those. Tommy Hilfiger, Nike, Michael Jordan, Adidas, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Louis. You guys don't know none of them, but you know me or you know of me. You can reach out and touch me. And I get it. You may not wear sweatsuits. You may not wear hoodies. You may not wear sweaters like this, crew necks. You may not wear socks. That's a damn lie. You wear all of that. You buy that. And you can't support a guy that you know. That's how you know how the black and brown community hurts each other. But you know what? Other race, other white people, Puerto Ricans, yo, give me a sweatshirt, give me a t-shirt. Give me 2, 3 hats. Yeah, folks. That's where the knowledge is at, hurting each other. You don't even see it. You don't want to believe it. You do it every day. But you'll go on YouTube. You'll go on Twitter. You'll even hit all of these knowledgeable buttons for the gang violence, for the corrupt music, for the glorifying of murder and drugs, and get their pockets so fat. And a distributor is a billionaire, multi-millionaire. And majority of these rap cats, yeah, they in it. You see it. They in it to win it. They was already in it banging it or selling dope or not. You support them, but you want to support someone who, just like me, who has a merch or value is worth you wearing and proudly or talking about it or visualizing it. You won't do that. I'm not Monique. And I praise that sister for stepping up for other black and brown people. I'm not Oprah. I don't got her and Stedman's money. I got a bunch of kids and loved ones and family I love, and I tried to provide all my life for them. But majority of you folks, thank you, Amy Lee. I love you, baby. I know you almost 20 years, Amy. We've been friends since Walmart. God bless you. And you've been asking me, trying to get a sweatsuit for years. I appreciate you. Thank you, baby. But you guys go out and support them type of people all day. You go out and make the rich rich and look at the poor stagger. Love you, Miss Works. Where do we win with that? I don't understand you folks. We're going to get down to business real quick. The quote of the day is, do you support yourself profit. You support yourself in your own endeavors. Well, folks, I just gave you a trivia of what I do, who I am. And yes, I support myself. Yes, I support PD Code. Yes. This is me, folks. This is all mine. PD Code Sportswear and Apparel. Excuse me. Yes, it is. You want to pull it up, my technical guy? I want to show the people. Yes. Yeah, folks. As you can see, this is what it is. This is the brand, PD Code. I'm going to come closer. This is what the man is on a mission for. It's simple. Designed by J Works on the side. Put it there. Here's the marketing tool. It's posters. PD Code. The brand. The people who I know. You see Bill Bellamy. You see me as a child. You see Mike Tyson. You see Carol Brown. You see me as a child. You see Bobby Brown. You see me as a stripper. I promote me. Here's my beautiful daughter, Nigeria, in a massive poster. Folks, when you have something that you want the world to see, you want to distribute, or you want the world to have by buying or marketing or investing in, you get it out there the best way you know on any platforms you on. Social media, radio, friends and family, word of mouth, any commute you're on, you leave something there. You talk about it. Girl said to me one day, young lady, I don't understand why, but I'm going to tell you what she said. She said, why you always say J Works when you answer your phone? Hello, J Works. I said, honey, because you got to know who you're talking to. You got to know what number you dial. Well, I know because you gave me, I got your card. Well, that's right, baby. If you got my card, you're going to know who I am. Eventually, what I sell, what I do, and what I represent. Who am I as a man for this business, for this merch, for this logo. PD Code. You can't have the wherewithal if you don't have the means to say I, to say we about any merch or any business you represent for any culture. This is a culturist brand, a culturist life. Why not make it culturistic? The volume you sell is more value what you talk about, you speak about, you wear about. PD Code is my life. I breathe. I eat. I sleep. Thanking PD Code. My family, my beautiful children, as well as the wife, wear PD Code every day. We understand the concept of getting a merch and a business and a brand out there to our people that we love. The stuff I wear, I want you to wear. I want PD Code to be in everyone's living room, everyone's closet, everyone's car, everyone's bedroom, everyone's bathroom. PD Code Bath and Body Works coming up. I got a soap we donate. PD Code. Vitamin water I'm working on for kidney patients. I'm a kidney patient. I have one kidney. Working on it. I try to speak into existence. It's going to be taken into content or words or somebody going to try to steal it. And speaking of that, There's a comedian out there. His name is Bubba, black comedian, Bubba Bud, Bubba Dub, real name Jerry Morgan. Either me and him on the same page, or he done heard me say things like I said today about black on black crime. He repeated, not repeated, but he put a sentiment of the same thing I'm talking about. And thank you, brother, for speaking on that, on black crime. I acknowledge that. I see that. And if you got it from off this YouTube page, the words I'm sending to my black and brown people, thank you, my brother, for spreading those same exact words or feeling the same exact way, allegedly. Keep up the good work, Mr. Morgan. And actually, we have the same first name. Go figure. So I'm not alleging he took my material. I'm just telling you, we're speaking on the same thing, allegedly. So, folks, when you have material in words, you express it. Merch, you express it. You wear it. You sleep with it. You eat with it. Because it's you. And people will feel you the same way. No matter how long it takes, you doing it. It's yours. They can't take that away from you. Words or kindness or ignorancy, you said it, you sent it, you made it. Please support yourself by doing for yourself, by wearing yourself, by talking about yourself. I'm going to say these words. Please, you guys, go out and support PD Code Clothing and Apparel. T-shirt, socks, hat, dad hats, coats, jackets, turtlenecks, soon to be soap, vitamin waters coming out soon. Please support it, folks. And please support this podcast. Let's make this podcast, Street Savvy, #1 in our country. No longer on the East Coast, no longer in New York State or Massachusetts. Folks, keep tuning into the Straight Podcast, and I'm going to keep giving you this compelling information of thought of this mind of Jay Works, the producer and director and narrator of this show, Street Savvy Podcast. And look out for the other shows as well. In the 1 Minute with Jay Works, we blessed. I'm going to keep giving it to you, folks. Please support the guy, Jay Works. I love all you guys. Let me give some blessings. Angie White, thank you, my friend. Amy, I love you. Love all you guys. Mr. Floyd, yes. Thank you, Faye. Amy, my sister. Sam, what up, baby? I thank all you folks for tuning in. Ty, I love you. I love you, Ty. Yes. Special thanks to the wife. Appreciate you. My marriage hasn't been what it should be, folks. I'm gonna say this. Over the years, I have struggled to keep it the way it needs to be, what I should do as a husband, not what my wife's doing, because that's something I can't control. But I can control what I do and what I say. It's never gonna be perfect. I'm never gonna be perfect. I don't proclaim to be the best dad, the best husband, but I'm the best supporting person I know. And from this day forward, I say this to my wife. No matter if we don't get along or see eye to eye any day or anything, even our children, on business alike, I really appreciate you supporting the cause of what we're doing here at PD Code and at Jay Works Entertainment. And if we don't be together or not from this day forward, I want you to be happy with or without me and be successful in what you need to do in your life for you. Because without nothing, with something, you always going to be you. And that's who you are, Mrs. Works. So God bless you and enjoy the rest of your evening. My wife, God bless. And you too, America. Thank you. You like it? Mm-hmm.